Yes, yes. I am back with another one here. And this one here, this video, man, is coming from Greg Former for Black Conservative Perspective. This is something I love to see. I love to see this because these leftists here, when they're anything that involves the Second Amendment, they're just absolutely anti-Second Amendment. You know, the rhetoric that's coming out of this video, this is nuts. I haven't watched it yet. I just caught the what Greg put up as far as his title, and I saw probably about 30 seconds of it, and I'm like, man, I'm glad he found this because I didn't get a chance to see this yet, and I didn't find it in this and he just put this up out here just recently. So I'm going to give my reaction on this to what he has to say, and I'm going to piggyback off what he has to say on this too, because I am really anxious to see this. Okay, I am very anxious to see this here of the state of Tennessee passing a bill now that will allow teachers to carry in schools. Okay. I'm going to find out here more about it if it's public schools or private schools. Private schools can allow it under their own rules and regulations and anything else. And other states that allow it also under their legislation. Unfortunately, this is not at the federal level, which, God, I wish it was. But, guys, you know here, I got to talk about Second Amendment stuff on my channel. But before I do and get to this real quick, man, check out Iron Infidel. Go to ironinfidel.com. Here you go. Battle bottle. I told you, guys, it's no joke. I'm not just putting this stuff up here on the video and talk about this thing like I don't use it. I promise you, I use it every day. And since I've first advertised this thing when they sent them to me, man, I love this damn thing. It works so good. Also, use my code Tactical POV. You will get 10% discount on that. And go to my website. It is up. It's running. I got my stuff there again. Got everything straightened out. Check it out. Go to tacticalpov.com. Tacticalpovstore.com. Use code TPOV20 and get 20% off everything in the store. So check it out. Make sure you run over that. But let's get cracking on this thing here, man. Because like I said, I'm itching to hear this because this just brings a grin to my on my face, man. Just ear to ear, it just does. I swear to God, it does. Let's check this out. This is awesome.
Hey, Chris, yeah, you know, what we just watched, right? Anger does not even begin to describe it. These people were irate as hundreds packed the gallery, waiting to hear what the House was going to vote on. And as soon as they did, absolutely erupted. Take a listen. These protesters, they're screaming at the top of their lungs things like murderers, vote them out, and blood on your hands. From those I've been talking with out here, what I'm gathering is they just don't feel heard. They want to change following the Covenant school shooting, and this, the arming teachers bill, that is what they got. They feel the answer here is common sense gun laws, not adding more guns in the classroom.
All right, let's stop there because that's that BS talking point, man, buzzword, common sense gun laws. Here's common sense, okay? Well-trained, vetted teachers, faculty, or anything else carrying protection for your child. If you have a child in school, understand this. You are not around to protect your child 8 hours a day, Monday through Friday, okay? They're off to school. You're probably either at a job or something else or doing whatever you're doing. You are not there all day to protect your child. Who is there to protect your child from potential school shootings? Who's there? Teachers, faculty. Also, if you've got security, on-campus security, something like this Covington deal over what they were talking about in Parkland, or I don't know if it's Covington deal or even Parkland, the Parkland situation. That was a complete fiasco farce. There's so much failure in that. It was unbelievable. That's another story we'll talk about. Let's get back to this, though.
Now, we watched earlier as troopers cleared that gallery following the vote, which seemed to only add fuel to this fire out here. The group also chanted 6 lives lost, not one more, all laying down inside of the Capitol just moments ago to remember the lives lost at the Covenant School. I do want to point out, too, Representative Justin Jones, he came out here a little bit.
Hold up. What was he? My man tired or something like that? He's going to get some shut-eye here real quick, I guess, or something like that. I don't know. Hard day of protesting. I guess he's a little worn out, right?
bit ago addressed this group and commended them for showing up. And he said he was disappointed as well, but promised to continue fighting for common sense gun laws here at the Capitol. Now, another protest is set to happen right outside here in about 30 minutes. We'll be live with the latest coming up at 5. For now, live at the state Capitol, I'm Hunter Hoagland. Carrie, back to you.
Yep. Real quick before Greg talks, man. Yeah, like I said, once again, common sense gun laws is BS talking point. Basically, is just, you should know by now, anytime someone talks about common sense gun laws, it means gun restriction. Okay, so that's what it leads to. Always does.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I gotta tell you guys, the woke activists and the Democrats in Tennessee are having a tough time with the GOP because the GOP in that state does not give one F about their feelings. They do not give one F about their boo-hoo, whining, and crying. They just continue to trigger these people, and they don't care about the backlash. It is glorious. I love it. Okay.
Yes.
I wish
more
of the GOP across the country, especially at the federal level, operated the way that some of the GOP operates at the state level.
No joke.
In some of these states, again, like Tennessee, where I've done stories about how the GOP basically overturned one of these soft on crime laws that were passed in Memphis that made it harder for police to do their job. Okay, the woke activists got mad about that. They were boohoo whining and crying. Oh, it's racist to allow the police to do their job. The Republicans are like the Confederacy. Right, this is what they were saying, okay? and then they follow up with proposing a bill to basically ban studying reparations because these woke cities, instead of fighting crime, which is actually what they should be spending money on, okay, in policing, no. They were trying to spend money, millions of dollars, to study reparations, right? $5 million to study reparations. So the GOP says, hey, we are going to move to ban these local municipalities from wasting money studying reparations and from giving out cash payments, right? Which, again, is hilarious to me. It's absolutely hilarious.
I would agree.
It's funny because this is the type of cojones that you need, right, to deal with the left, okay? You just gotta stop giving an F about their feelings, right?
Exactly.
Let them cry, right? Let them call you racist. Who gives a shit, okay?
Exactly.
That's how you gotta handle it.
Exactly. I've been saying this for the longest damn time. Myself personally, I've been saying this for the longest time. And I'm telling you, man, I seriously, I might have to do an unfiltered version of something here on my channel talking about this, or I might even carry some of this stuff over to my other channel, my personal channel. I haven't done anything with it for years at all. Sorry, anything on everything I focused on is just this channel I made here for tactical POV for my thing here. So, but I'm about ready to do a completely unfiltered, uncensored version. Basically me being myself. Okay. Over here, guys, I'm telling you, I show a lot of restraint on a lot of things that I want to say over here on this side of YouTube here. Okay. On this channel. There are some other things that if I don't put it on my personal channel here on YouTube, go follow me on Rumble. I will definitely put it up there on Rumble. And then you will hear an absolute unfiltered version of myself and the passion that I carry about this subject when it comes to politics, the Second Amendment, stuff like that. I will give you an unfiltered version of that over on Rumble. You can look in the descriptions below. Follow it, click on it, and follow me over there.
That's what you need. And now, okay, for the hat trick, what they're doing is that they are arming teachers, okay, in classrooms in response to some mass shootings that you've seen happen in that state, namely the Covenant School mass shooting that happened in Nashville a year ago. The woke activists have been begging the politicians to do something, right? Do something about it. Well,
there you go.
Be careful what you ask for because, hey, you might just get it, okay? Because the GOP answered the call and they said, okay, we're going to allow teachers to carry in school after they go through extensive background checks, extensive testing, extensive training, and they have to get permission from multiple administrators in order to do this. We're going to allow teachers to carry as a deterrent. And of course, the woke revolutionaries lost their mind. Okay,
let me pause it. As it should be. That's exactly how it should be. I am 1000% for this. Even when this legislation was even brought up, even in talk years ago, this isn't just of recent. This has been talked about years ago when a way to basically deter school shootings. Okay. Long time ago when this thing actually started becoming more, how can you say, more prevalent? So basically since Columbine. Okay. There was talk about it back then. So this is exactly it. If you're going to implement this stuff here at the state level, like I said, God, I wish it was at the federal level, but if it's at the state level and the states want to do this, this is exactly how it should be handled. It should be extensive training, an extensive background check, extensive administration approval over this stuff like that. And the training's got to be certified. Guys, there are courses out there. There are companies out there that teach this. They teach this stuff along with this, as far as for self-defense, anything that's involving here with schools, teachers carrying, faculty carrying, anything else. There's really good courses out there, a good couple companies that I know that do this. This is exactly what needs to happen.
So I want to talk about this, but speaking of carrying, I think that we can all agree that it is much easier to do so, to carry every day, when it is comfortable to do so, which is why the sponsor of this video is Vanish Holsters. Guys, we're launching one of the biggest giveaways I've ever had on this channel thanks to Vanish Holsters. We're giving one of you this $80,000 custom Rocky Ridge Silverado for free to one lucky American who buys a Vanish holster or t-shirt through June 3rd. This is not your average range day holster. It is designed to eliminate all the excuses that you may have that is holding you back from carrying daily. Comfortable and discreet, you'll forget that you're even wearing it. This holster fits 99% of semi-auto handguns, offers versatile carrying positions, and conceals 2 fully loaded magazines. Plus, it comes with an unconditional money-back guarantee. Vanish wants to hook you, your family, and your friends up with the most comfortable holster that you will ever wear. I can tell you guys that personally. The belt is adjustable, is lightweight, only 6 ounces, ambidextrous, and has 2 size options, ensuring a perfect fit for every body. To enter, all you have to do is click the link below and get yourself the most comfortable holster that you will ever wear, or your money back guaranteed, and Vanish is hooking you up. They're knocking $50 off to anybody who buys using my special link below. Get an exclusive discount and extra entries using my link, and don't miss out because this giveaway ends on June 3rd.
All right, I want to stop real quick. I know he's doing a promo for that holster and everything like that. I myself personally, I do not like the setup on certain holsters such as that. Okay. Now I'm not dogging on him because I know they're sponsoring him, paying him to sponsor the holster, whatever. I seriously, guys, telling you the truth, I get offers like that emailed to me on holsters of that same similar design, belly band holsters and everything. I get that stuff all the time and I turn them down. Why? Because they are not practical. They do not fit what I believe in. As far as the comfort may be good, that's fine. The problem I have with that is the mag carrying position for that. Okay. If you carry it strong side, that's a problem. Okay. If you carry it appendix, it's more practical, just a little bit more practical. But if you're carrying it strong size, it becomes a problem. I have a problem with having the magazine on the same side of the holster, okay, because it is very impractical, especially for reloads, tack reloads, any kind of speed reloads. That's one of the reasons why. And like I said, if it's an appendix position, it's more practical to a degree. But I'm not going to dog on him because they, you know, like I said, they sent him out sponsored and he accepted it. That's great. Check him out. Go through his deal, like I said, you know, get involved in the giveaway for his vehicle or something that he's got on too, and check out the holster. You might like it for yourself. You might. I'm just giving you my opinion on it. Dealing with a crap ton of holsters over years. Let's continue.
Breaking news, it is a bill that has inspired passionate debate, tense protest, and national headlines. And this afternoon, it is headed to Governor Lee's desk. Hello, everyone. I'm Carrie Sharp. Now, just a short time ago, the Tennessee House took a final vote on the bill that would allow teachers to carry a gun inside a school. We have team coverage. Let's start with Chris Davis. Chris, you were there when this contentious vote went down.
Carrie, I was in the gallery just steps away from those that were eventually ejected. As soon as the vote went up to the board, the gallery erupted in chants, saying things like blood on your hands and vote them out. I should note that as it passed, there were 4 Republicans that voted against this measure. I want to tell you who they are. Representative Charlie Baum of Murfreesboro, Representative John Gillespie of Memphis, Representative Kevin Raper of Cleveland, and Representative Sam Whitson of Franklin. They all recorded no votes, but there's still enough Republicans in the chamber to eventually pass this, largely along party lines, except for those votes. I want to let you hear the sponsor of this bill talk about why he supports it and why he thinks there are safeguards against teachers abusing this system.
This bill seeks to make the bar so high, but to allow the locals to have the ability to do that it would create a deterrent across our state. This is not new, though, in the nation. There are 32 other states that have similar laws, both red and blue and purple.
Such as my state here in Ohio.
All across the United States.
Now, keep in mind, teachers would not be required to carry a gun into the classroom. It is a voluntary program. There are also qualifications teachers would have to meet. A teacher would have to get permission from their principal, director of schools, and their local sheriff or police chief. A teacher would also need to already have a handgun carry permit, receive 40 hours of additional training, and pass a psychological examination.
These are all similar to my state here in Ohio. Just what everything he just rattled off. Same stuff. So it comes down to this here. Got to listen to the whole thing, man. Listen to what's being proposed here.
Even with those safeguards, Democrats called this bill reckless.
How is it reckless?
We're going to throw more guns at the situation. That is not going to solve the problem. It's going to create more death.
Yeah. You said that same thing. You Democrats said the same thing, too. And yeah, same thing in D.C., all these other cities, where concealed carry wasn't allowed. And then all you senators and all you politicians said the same thing. And then you come to find out after 2, 3, 4, 5 years study, oddly, gun violent crimes went down. Victims to gun violent crimes are actually suppressed, went down, especially in D.C. Said the same thing right there, It's going to be blood in the streets. It's going to be like the Wild Wild West. 2 years later, it dropped like 24, 25%. How'd that happen?
And I'm not fine with that. And when you push one of these buttons today, you think about that too.
Anyway.
2 other big developments on this story. Number 1, we have already heard from Metro Nashville Public Schools. They say they will not be participating in this voluntary program, that they believe that the police are the best ones served to be armed in Tennessee classrooms and schools, which...
Really? Hold up. How is Tennessee police best served and armed in classrooms? You don't have enough on the law enforcement to put in these classrooms in these schools in Tennessee. You don't have the manpower to do that. Okay, so how's that going to work? You're going to increase the budget for the law enforcement in order for them to be able to be armed in classrooms like this? Or even being in schools? I mean, you got some school resource officers and stuff like that and security in some of these schools. Still didn't work out too good. Look at Parkland. Okay, how'd that work out? So please explain to me, Democrats, how is this going to happen? How is that? Because as of right now, or even later, it's not going to work out.
Is, of course, allowed in this program. It is opt-in at the district level and at the individual teacher level.
Same thing in my state.
Directly after some of those protests, Representative Justin Jones of Nashville, who has been outspoken in all of this, he recorded some of the protests up in the gallery. That is technically against House rules. He also chanted along with them. So he was officially called out of order 3 times. Now, under House rules, that means he will not be able to speak for the rest of today and tomorrow as well. That was voted on by the body, and they levied those punishments against him. Of course, a huge part of this story involves the protesters, demonstrators, and stakeholders that were up in the gallery that made their voices heard during these proceedings.
Yeah, well, they've been making their voices heard for the longest time now, and the GOP of Tennessee does not seem to care, which is what I love the most about this story, is the fact that they're just passing whatever they want to pass, they're doing whatever they want to do with zero regard for these people, their feelings, and their tears, okay? They simply do not care, okay? They do not care about people like Justin Jones, who continues to make an ass clown out of himself every single time he gets upset when he doesn't get his way, right? Because what he does is that he falls out of line, okay? He starts breaking a bunch of house rules, and then he ends up getting punished, right? And the Tennessee Republicans just keep punishing him because, hey, they don't care, all right? They're like, look, if you break the rules, we're going to punish you. And that's it. And me personally, I think that this guy should worry more about getting on the primary ballot because he barely could get enough signatures to actually get on the ballot, and those signatures are in question. He should probably worry more about that.
In politics tonight, State Representative Justin Jones will have to wait until May the 2nd to find out whether his name will officially appear on the August primary ballot. The National Lawmakers Qualifying Petition contains 26 signatures, just one more than is required by law. One of his signatures has already been ruled invalid because the person lives in another district. 10 others are in question. The Metro Election Commission met in special session this afternoon to set rules for the upcoming hearing to determine whether Jones gets on the ballot.
My assumption is that after we have the presentation from both parties, that we would vote to determine ultimately whether we think the signatures work or not on that at that same meeting, and not wait until the setting the ballot meeting the next day. Is that right?
That's at least my understanding.
Jones and the Republican challenger in this case, Laura Nelson, have until Wednesday to provide the Election Commission here in town with the evidence they plan to present. The plan is for the commission to set the August ballot May the 3rd, one day after the upcoming hearing.
Yeah, so again, in my opinion, I think this clown is worried about the wrong thing, okay? Because there's nothing that he can do. There's no protest. There's no boohoo, whine, and crying that's going to stop the Republicans from doing what they want to do in a state that they control, right? And again, this is what I love about this story. And as far as this policy, you know, it's hard for me to disagree with it, right? It's hard for me to come out here and to say that I have an issue with it, because ultimately at the end of the day, it's opt-in. And the schools that do opt in, the teachers that do opt in, there is significant oversight and regulations that go along with allowing them to do this. Okay, so it's not like you're going to have some random teacher being able to just bring a gun to school and carry.
That doesn't work like that.
No, that's not how it works. Okay, in order to be allowed to do it, you have to undergo extensive testing, psychological testing. You have to get training. I'm pretty sure there's probably some type of like periodic testing requirement in order to continue to do it.
Absolutely. That's exactly what's going to go on, because it goes on right here. It's the same deal. You have to get tested over training. You have to keep up on that training. And I believe it's the last time I checked when it was passed, I believe you have to go through training, I think twice a year, I think, in order to maintain that status as far as being able to carry in a school person. And it's totally opt-in. No teacher is forced at all. You completely are opt-in. If you decide to do this, then you go through the entire deal. You go through the entire regimen of what you need, the qualifications, everything you need to do in order to carry your protection in school. Okay, so as I said, let's continue.
So again, it's being run responsibly, right? This is how it's supposed to be done. Okay, and it's not like this is something that's unheard of. This is being done in 33 other states. Mm-hmm. So again, this is not some revolutionary thing.
Real quick. Is it me? But if you guys watch him at all, I swear, ever since he got that mic, that Shure MV7, and by the way, that's exactly what I've been talking on for the longest time now, since I bought it, when it basically came out, same deal. Is it me, man? Does he just have some... My man, seriously, I don't know what it is. It's some subconscious fetish. He has to touch that mic and turn the screws on his mic. I don't know why. They're tight, bro. They're tight. They're not loosening up. I swear to God, that's a subconscious fetish that he does with that. I don't even think he realized that he does it. I can count how many times. That's one. Let's count how many times, along with him talking here and paying attention to the story. This is just a little side thing that I catch because I watch my man all the time. He talks about some really good stuff, though, but I'm glad he pulled this up. But I seriously, just count this. Count how many times he grabs that damn microphone. Stop touching that mic.
Something that we've never heard before. No, it is something that has been done before. And, you know, as far as I'm concerned, we haven't had any issues with teachers snapping, losing it, and then taking advantage of this in order to, you know, do the unthinkable to children.
Not
right?
one report.
That's not something that I've heard in the news. Okay. So I don't think that the risk is very high. Okay. If you are going to arm teachers, this is the way that you do it. You do it in a way that is extremely responsible. It is the opposite of what Democrats are talking about, which they're saying that is reckless. No, this is not reckless. What's actually reckless is to take away the
That's two. You catch that? That's the second time he's touched that microphone. Let's count again.
Rights of law-abiding citizens, which is what these people want. I truly do believe that the best form of deterrence are more law-abiding citizens that are trained and armed, right? Trained and armed and carrying responsibly. That's the key. And if you have that in place in significant numbers, I personally think that it makes schools a less favorable target for would-be mass shooters, because
this is a true fact as well. If you look at the numbers and it shows, and I can't pull numbers off right now because this is a study I looked at, some years ago here, but mass shootings that happen in schools, the majority of mass shootings that happen in schools, they all happen mostly in public schools, private schools as well, but unarmed private schools, but mainly in public schools. That's a big one. Look that up. It's no joke. Because all the schools that are private and they have armed security, like you got like Jewish schools and stuff, that they do. There's a lot of them do. They don't ever really get messed with. Okay. It's a serious deterrent. Now, the deal with Parkland, like I said, there was a lot of failures with Parkland.
Because they know that, hey, if I walk up in the school and try something like that, you might have 20, 30 teachers that are armed. Mm-hmm. Okay. And that's going to be.
That's three. That's the third time he's touched that mic. He does this every video. I swear to God, he does this every video. He will touch that damn microphone, twist those screws, I swear, at least 3 or 4 times a video. Like I said, I watch his stuff, man, but man, he makes me laugh. I look at that, it's like, man, stop touching that damn mic.
A very, very, very quick gunfight that's not going to end well for a mass shooter. Okay. There's a reason why these mass shooters tend to select gun-free zones.
That's right.
Like a lot of these schools are, is because they know that, okay, well, I'm not going to get much pushback. So, I mean, you know, I personally think that this is good legislation.
That's 4. Dude, that's less than a minute. That's the 4th time he's touched that microphone.
Is responsible. They're doing it in the most responsible way that you can do it. I don't see anything wrong with it. And also on top of that, the woke activists, this is what you asked for. This is what you asked for. You asked for the Republicans to do something. I'm not sure exactly what you thought they would do, because they damn sure weren't going to try to take away people's rights to carry, which is what these people want, right? They want to take all guns. That's what they want. They really just want to ban all guns. That's what they actually really want to do. And they know damn well that the GOP wasn't going to do that.
Right.
Okay. So again, what else did you think was going to be done?
Exactly.
So you said you wanted something done. The GOP did something. Now you got to live with it. And I'm pretty sure it will be okay. This is something that, again, I think is being done responsibly. So I don't see an issue with it. These people are going to boo-hoo, whine, and cry regardless. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.
Oh, bro. Oh, my God. He drives me nuts with that. He drives me nuts with that, man. He does. He does that every video. I swear to God. He will touch that damn microphone at least 4 or 5 times every video, and I swear I don't think he realizes he does it. I know he doesn't. It's like a subconscious thing that he does when he grabs and touches and turns the screws on that microphone. He constantly grabs that microphone. He's not the only one though. There's other cats who do it too. I watched some of the stuff too, man. And they play with the damn microphone. They sit there and reach for it and play with it. You know, Tim Pool's another one with that Shure B780 he has. I know I'm breaking off the subject here, though, but he does the same damn thing, man. And you watch his videos, count how many times he readjusts that microphone every single time he does it. I don't get it. I don't understand why these guys do that. Guys, have you ever seen me grab this microphone? It's directly right where I want it, right in my face where you can hear me talk. Do you ever hear me? Do you ever see me reach for this thing? There's no need to. It's right where I'm looking at you, looking at my stuff. My mic is positioned exactly in front of my face, exactly where I want it. Every time when I put it here. You guys ever see me grab this microphone at all? Anytime in any of my videos? I don't know why I do that. That just makes me laugh. I swear to God, I look at that, I'm like, oh my God, dude, would you stop touching that damn microphone? Please stop touching that microphone. Unbelievable. But he's right though, seriously, man. Gun grabbing individuals, protesters, politicians, and all this other crap. They just try blowing smoke up everybody's ass, and the first thing that comes out is that BS talking point, man, about common sense gun laws. And Greg is right. I've said it too. They just want to ban all guns because to them that's common sense. If you ban all guns, then we can stop gun violence and gun shootings. Well, there's a thing called the black market that's been around forever, okay? And that's still around today. It'll still be around tomorrow. So how are you going to stop that? You're never going to stop that. It's never going to happen. Common sense gun laws, all that is just basically creating more laws that affect honest folks. What it is. That's all any gun law is. Gun laws are for honest people. Sure as hell ain't for criminals. We know this. Anybody with an ounce of common sense knows this. It's like no gun law affects any criminal. We have gun laws on the books right now that if they were actually enforced, it would actually do some things to criminals. It would deter criminals to a degree on some of the gun laws that actually are on the books. But the problem is they're not enforced. That's the problem. So what do politicians do? They want to add more gun laws to the whole deal. And what needs more? We need more gun control laws. And it's like you just put more gun control laws on you, me, any other law-abiding citizen out here that's out here just trying to protect themselves, a family, and everything else, man, businesses, homes, and everything else. Just add more gun laws to it. You know, that'll solve it. This clown over here, senator for a rep for Tennessee, talking that same liberal crap. You just throw more guns, and that's not the answer. Okay, then what is the answer? More legislation for a criminal that's not going to give a shit about that one, like he just didn't give a shit about the last 20,000? You're going to put another one on top? That next one will get him. That'll get, oh my God, he'll wake up on that one. We'll just pass some more, and that'll finally get him to, to wake up and understand. You can't carry in here. Are you kidding me? Stop with the bullshit, man. I'm so tired of this. I'm so sick of it. Absolutely tired of it. It's the same BS argument every time. And as Greg said, I'm right there with him. I have a smile on my face. You see, I'm happy about this. You know why? Because the GOP in Tennessee just don't give a shit. They don't care. They're basically saying, go after yourself. Well, this is what we're doing. You can cry and protest all you want, but we're doing what the people ask for. We're doing what the people calling for. If the people are pressing these senators in order to pass legislation, like I said, and want them to do something, there you go. We're doing something. Now, we're going to put it into the hands of you to where we put this, go through the training, go through the extensive background, go through the psychological background checks. You go through all of everything that is laid out in order for you to opt in to carry your protection in a school to help protect not just yourself, but the children that are there all damn day as a deterrent to keep another mass shooting in a school, to keep the deterrent on the low as possible. Okay. Now that chance of it ever happening in that school. Perfect example, man. Perfect. I'm 100% for it. 100%. Go through it, go through the training, necessary training for it, and go from there. I guarantee you, you're not going to see a mass shooting happen at that school. Serious. So anyway, guys, that's the video. Like I said, I love this stuff like that. I need more of it, man. I'm glad. I swear to God, I'm glad I found this real quick. I was like, oh my God, he found this damn video. Great. Let me give a reaction to it. And also, man, next time you go follow him, follow Black Conservative Perspective, man. Follow him. And I tell you, watch his stuff, dude. I swear to God, he's got a damn subconscious fetish about touching that damn microphone. He did it, 7 times in his video. Stop playing with that mic. I have the exact same mic. I don't ever touch it. I don't need to touch it. It's set. Okay? Position Everything is tight. It's not going to move. I don't need to touch the damn thing. Stop touching it. Anyway. Oh, man. Guys, don't forget to check out my videos that I got up here, and don't forget to subscribe. You know the whole yada yada. I'll see you on the next one, all right? Oh, and before I let you go, always remember, man, you are responsible for your own safety.